Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news cartridge for Tuesday, April 5th, 2016. Let's start off with a rumor today, and that is the upcoming God of War 4 could be based on Norse mythology. All I have to say is, let's don't do the cliche thing and make Loki the main villain, alright? Been there, done that. The internet has called for Danny DeVito to play the voice of Detective Pikachu, and when asked about it, he replied, "No, what the fuck is Pokemon?" That is why Danny DeVito is the best choice for that role. Seriously, he's perfect. Kevin Smith's video game Chronic Blunt Punch has been crowdfunded, and it's a go. However, one Kickstarter that's looking grim is the one for Rock Band 4 for PC. They still need $750,000, but don't worry, they've got all the time in the world to do... No, actually they don't. They have today, and that's it. Yeah. Another product whose doom has already been spelled is the Coleco Chameleon. The proprietor of the console says he will no longer continue to try to produce it after being swindled by a previous manufacturer. That kind of sucks. Well, IO Interactive says that Hitman's release schedule isn't set in stone. Translation? There's going to be delays. Who wants to bet that there's going to be delays? Because there's going to be delays. They currently say that there are no delays, but yeah. Here's one that's right on time. Fallout 4's next DLC, Wasteland Workshop, will be available next week on April 12th. FIFA 16 and Dead Space will soon be part of EA Access, the Xbox One subscription service, and they will be making their way to Origin Access, the PC subscription service as well. Smite for Xbox One and PS4 will soon be getting an update allowing for 60 FPS gameplay. Sounds like somebody over there at High Res Studios is doing something right. On to someone doing it wrong. There has been no update on Mighty No. 9 in quite some time. Other than saying they have no comment, their Twitter feed has been silent since the end of February. And then finally, who wants to see a $5,000 NES? Yep, here you go. Impressed? Me neither. It looks cool, but it looks tacky as hell. Not to mention there's exactly one game that matches the console. I get to ramble about a new graphics card today on News Cartridge. The top story of the day, there is a big update coming to PS4 tomorrow, and it will allow gamers to stream from their PS4 directly to their PC. It's limited to a maximum resolution of 720p, and you'll need Windows 8.1, Windows 10, OS 10.10, or OS 10.11 to run it, but you will have a 60 FPS option. That makes me very happy. You will need to connect a USB cable to your controller and your computer, but that's no biggie. Also included in the update is the ability to appear offline. You can also be notified when a friend comes online, which is really, really nice. And Sony has made it easier than ever to start games with your friends, much like how Steam has that option now. For the full list of changes, see the description down below, as well as links for sources for all of today's stories. Stardew Valley has received an update yesterday with an impressive list of changes, most notably being the added benefits of having a spouse. They will now dance with you during the Dance of the Moonlight Jellies, and your relatives will now have new dialogue to reflect you being their in-law. Charcoal now only takes 10 pieces of wood instead of 20. Willie now likes most fish dishes that you cook for him, and there's a hardware cursor option just in case you are having any input troubles. It's really, really nice to see that. Then a couple of bug fixes, nothing too major it seems. If you haven't played Stardew Valley, I really recommend it. I've had a ton of fun playing it. It's a great casual game with zero stress, and it's really, really affordable too at being $15 or your regional equivalent. In the quick spot, I warned you, and now I'm going to geek out over a new graphics card. EVGA will soon release a GTX 950 without any power connectors. A stock 950 has one 6-pin power connector, but this one gets all of its power through the PCIe slot. It features 2 GB of GDDR5 running at 6.6 GHz on a 128-bit bus. It's got a core clock of 1076 and a boost clock of 1190, so it's actually a little bit more powerful than a stock 950. And still features everything else like SLI support. By the way, if you want to run more than one graphics card, the GTX 950 is the most affordable option for doing so. Thinking about getting a GTX 950? Let me know in the comment section down below. Finally today, the Final Fantasy XV Platinum Demo is out and under scrutiny. First of all, there are frame rate issues on both platforms, both dipping well below 30 FPS, as low as 15 FPS while fighting the final boss. That's the worst time for a frame drop. The most interesting is the dynamic resolution, meaning that the game will change resolution depending on the scene. On average, the PS4 runs at 900p, but will go up to 1080p while you're inside a building or something. However, during boss battles again, it will drop down to 882p. On the Xbox One, however, it doesn't really get anywhere near that, dropping as low as 768p and going as high as 882p. Yeah, the Xbox One version's resolution, maximum resolution, is the lowest of the PS4. While the PS4 does have the hardware advantage, it suffers from some frame pacing issues, which looks and feels like stuttering. The Xbox One doesn't have any of that, which is kind of weird. Personally, I don't want to play either of them. I'll just wait for the PC version to come out if it comes out. For more on Final Fantasy XV, stay tuned to News Cartridge. Right now, it's time for tomorrow's game releases for PC: Age of Conquest 4, Campus Notes, Forget-Me-Not, Impulse, Kill to Collect, Hide and Hold Out, H2O, and Amaranthine. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I'm Dandruff. I'll see you tomorrow. And there are only two really hard things in computer science: cache invalidation, naming things, and off by one errors.